Hello, this is the day that the Lord has made. I am rejoicing and I'm glad in it. I'm noticing something that I kind of want to address just briefly. People are in search of answers, they're in search of something to explain why they're feeling the way that they're feeling. For example, I had someone that I was talking to, and they were like, do you think I'm this diagnosis? And they were like, and I'm like, well, why would you think that? Why do you think that? And they were like, well, I've been feeling like this, I've been going through this. And I stopped them in their track and I said, it sounds like you're trying to come up with some type of reason why you are experiencing what you're experiencing. And I understand why we do that, because we want to explain. It has to be a reason. It has to be something wrong with me. That's what we're thinking. Something wrong with me. So that if I think something's wrong with me, then I can feel better about what I'm dealing with. And sometimes it's not in the diagnosis, but it's in how you deal with whatever you're going through. And so you could have a diagnosis of depression or anxiety or diabetes or any of these, anything, any disorder, any disease. You can have a diagnosis, but the diagnosis is not what's important. What's important is how you deal with whatever you're feeling in your body or in your mind. There was a lady that I was watching on TV, on the news, and I think her last name was Alexander, but anyway, she has this rare condition where she's losing her sight and her vision, her sight and her hearing. And so someone asked her, how do you keep a positive attitude? How do you remain joyful and you're losing your vision and your hearing? And she said something that was very profound, and I was just kind of like, wow. She said, I don't choose to focus on all the things that are going wrong. I choose to focus on the things that are going well. I choose to focus on the things that I do well, not the things that I don't do well or I'm struggling with. And that is important for us. See, our diagnosis or our health condition should not dictate how we show up. It's just a trial, a tribulation that we go through, right? In this world, we're going to have tribulations, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. That's what Jesus said. So we're going to have things that happen. We're going to have health conditions sometimes. We're going to have setbacks sometimes. We're going to have issues that arise. But how we choose to focus on those things matters. So we can still have joy even if we're going through some health challenges. We can still have joy even though we lost a loved one. We can still have joy even though we lost a job. We can still have joy even if a relationship split. Like, what you're going through is part of life. Things happen and sometimes they really suck. But if we just hold on to what's going well, that's called gratitude. What's going well, and focus on the things that we do well instead of our deficits and the things that are not going well, it can go a long way in improving our mental state. And so all I'm trying to tell you today is, don't focus on what is not going well in your life. Find those things that are and focus on those. Find those things that you do well and focus on those. Don't worry about your deficits. We all have them. There's no one walking this earth that does not have weaknesses. And there's no one walking this earth that does not have a strength. And so choose this day, who you gonna serve. Are you gonna serve the God of abundance, right? And we can have all the joy, the hope, the peace, all of that in him. Or are you gonna serve the world's way of viewing life? and that puts you in a hole, right? Because with God's way, we have joy, we have peace, we have patience, we have long suffering, we have all these fruit of the Spirit. But if we look at our situations from the world's view, then we have defeat, we have fear, we have anger, we have depression, we have sadness, we have worry, all that stuff. So guess what? I'm going to choose the way God says to do it. I'm going to choose this day who I'm going to serve, and I'm going to serve the Lord. And so I'm going to live a life in abundance. And I'm not talking about finances. I'm talking about, that's part of it. You know, you can have an abundance in your finances, but I'm talking about abundance of joy, abundance of peace, abundance of love, of patience, long suffering, all that good stuff, the fruit of the Spirit. And I hope that you choose this day that you'll serve the Lord too. God bless you.